Hello everybody! It's me, Chaff Commander Coffee, and you're probably thinking to yourselves, well, that's an interesting game you've got on screen there. Yes, this is 0 AD Empire's Ascendant. And no, this is not a video, as the title suggests, where I'm actually playing 0 AD. No, it's actually an update on some stuff coming on the channel very soon. Now, to start off with the big news, a couple of members of the 0 AD community contacted me last week, and they asked me, as they've been doing a Pro League series amongst the community of 0 AD, and they've asked me to co-commentate a game. Now, this won't be a regular thing that I'm doing, and it's not something that the makers of this community league want a regular commentator for. They're kind of shopping around the community, finding a bunch of YouTubers that have played 0 AD, some Twitch streamers that have played 0 AD, and they're asking them to just co-commentate a game between some of the best players in the community at the time. So yeah, I'll be co-commentating a game of 0 AD with Feldfeld, who's a pretty big player for the 0 AD community, and we'll be watching, well, I'll be commentating, but you guys can watch a 4v4 Pro League series game of 0 AD with online on Twitch, and that will be on the Sunday. Sorry, let me just double check. It's this Sunday, the 12th. Sunday the 12th of May. That will be when you can check it out live on Twitch. It'll be 7 PM GMT. That's +0 or Greenwich Mean Time. And it's going to be a hell of a lot of fun. I haven't played 0 AD in probably over a year now. It would be really nice to see how the meta has developed, especially amongst the top players of the game, as well as just, just having a chance to check out the game again. And for those of you that have joined the channel since I've played 0 AD, maybe you guys will check it out. It's basically a free-to-play RTS game, much in the vein of games like Age of Empires, which I'm a massive fan of, and StarCraft, which I haven't played really a whole lot, but it is an RTS like those games. It has a lot of features that are very different to traditional RTSs, which it has a lot of features that are similar, so it's very easy to kind of understand what's going on, but there's a lot of things that are different about it that make it quite fresh. And if you've been hankering to play an RTS, maybe you're waiting for Age of Empires 3 to come out, and yeah, you haven't found one to play in a long time, 0 AD is most definitely worth checking out. There are a couple of things about it that I had some issues with, but it is, it's a community-funded, community-developed project, so it's not like a professionally made game, though, a lot of the quality does make it seem fairly professional. But yeah, there's a couple of issues with it I had, but, not every game can be for everyone. I don't really have the time to commit to playing an RTS at higher levels, and so yeah, I don't think we'll see how this commentary goes on Sunday though, because if the game looks like it's taken a few huge steps forward and I really like how the gameplay looks these days, then I may end up playing some more 0 AD for the channel, but we'll see how it goes. But yeah, first order of business is to let you guys know I'll be co-commentating this pro game with Feldfeld on Sunday the 12th of May, which is this Sunday at 7 PM GMT. Okay, so that's order of business number one. Second thing on the list, we are edging closer to the release of Three Kingdoms Total War, which a lot more content has come out for, and it looks pretty, like compared to some of the earlier videos we saw of it, and they've pushed the release date back since. I think that was a good decision, and I think the game's had a fair few improvements in regarding to its gameplay from what I've seen of people playing the game themselves. And that will be releasing on the 23rd of May, which is a Thursday, which means I will be able to do a full day stream of Three Kingdoms Total War. So if you're interested in checking it out before you get the game, then pop on in on the 23rd of May. I will be playing some Three Kingdoms Total War, and we'll see how we do on it. see what we think of the game. I will be playing at least one full campaign of both modes, which is the romance mode and the historical mode, or the realistic mode, whatever you want to call it, or whatever they call it. So I'll be playing a campaign of both of those, probably as 2 different factions, you know, just to see how the game rolls. And yeah, I'll have quite a lot of fun playing it, no doubt. It is a Total War game. Regardless of which Total War game is, I at least have fun playing my first campaign. But we'll see if it really holds up to the expectations that people might have. To be honest, I think expectations are probably not very high for it, which is a bit of a shame, considering the last Total War game to come out was Thrones of Britannia, which was trash. But I suppose Warhammer Total War has incredibly high expectations, but it is a very good game. So yeah, it's got both a low benchmark to be better than, but also a very high benchmark to meet. So I don't know if it will meet Total War Warhammer's level of quality. It might. Hopefully it does. They're bringing back some features that I was a massive fan of in previous Total War titles, and they're expanding on some aspects of the game that have been left a bit bare bones for a long time. And they're taking some features from the Warhammer series that has worked well, and they're trying to incorporate them. So if everything goes well, it could be a really, really good Total War game, but we'll have to see. On the plus side, I did hear some news that they are going to have Chinese voice acting for the game with English subtitles, so I will definitely be playing with that, because the game just feels a lot better than having janky American voice actors for it just sounds weird. I much prefer Shogun Total War, where they've got the full Japanese voice acting. It sounds a lot better. Anyway, so that's number 2 on the list. We will be playing some Three Kingdoms day of release, probably a long stream, if it releases on the 23rd. Hopefully it does. They might push it back more, but fingers crossed. Third bit of news is Bannerlord. Yep, so Bannerlord's not got a release date yet. However, it is going to be playable at Gamescom for the general public, which means they are getting a lot closer to actually having it finished. Otherwise, they probably wouldn't feel comfortable having a public playtest. And I think they also have a beta in the works, either a closed or an open beta. I don't know if that will be an early access kind of thing, where you pay for the game and you get to play it early. Which, to be honest, was something that happened with Mountain Blade, the very first one. I played that back in 0.808, which was obviously a lot earlier than its, version 1 was its sort of full release version. But yeah, I hope they do an early access. I hope they do. Even if there's quite a few bugs, I think it's one of those games that even if it goes to early access, it will be released. It won't have this stigma of early access and never coming out of early access. I think people are they want to play it, man. We just want to play Bannerlord. Just give us... I can't blame the developers, because they're obviously putting a hell of a lot of work in the game, and it looks like it's going to be absolutely incredible. The graphics look amazing. The new features they're adding look just awesome. Adds totally new levels of gameplay and replayability and difficulty as well, with the permadeath and things. It just looks like it's going to be fantastic, and I cannot wait for it. And after Gamescom finishes, I'll be certainly checking out a hell of a lot of Bannerlord content that people upload. It's going to be good, and I am very encouraged to see that they are going to have a public playtest for the game. And aside from that, as far as news goes, I have a total of, if you just let me do a quick count, which I will be uploading soon, I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I have 18 War of the Spark drafts recorded for MTGA. And I still have gems to play more. So we are kind of going infinite, but not quite. Some of the drafts went a little badly. I had some disconnects that lost me my draft, which makes me really salty. But otherwise, it's going very well. And soon enough, we'll have the best of 1 drafts for MTGA. coming out for War of the Spark soon, and I have a lot of gold saved up to play them, which will earn me more gems, which means I can play more of the traditional draft, which means I can keep earning more cards from the set. So all in all, doing very well in that. And if you like some Magic the Gathering gameplay, I will have those drafts coming up on the channel, probably here and there, since as long as the traditional draft is open, I will be playing it. You can also watch me play it live on Twitch. My schedule's been a bit weird over the past couple of weeks because my girlfriend's been on holiday in France, and so I've had more time at home to stream. I've also been quite ill over the past couple of days, so I haven't been at work, which doesn't mean I've been sitting around playing video games all the time. I've been mostly in bed, but when I have had the chance, I have got a couple more drafts recorded, just so I can get myself out and try and do something with my day. But yeah, so I've got plenty of those to come up on the channel, so if you're liking the Magic the Gathering drafts, and you saw my Allegiance and Guilds of Ravnica drafts are already on there, and you'd like to see some Spark drafts, don't worry, I have a library of Spark drafts all recorded and ready to go up. So if you're looking for help at MTGA drafting, you can always check out when I'm playing live, or you can watch the drafts, and maybe that will help inform your decisions when you draft, give you some ideas of how to play it. Okay, finally, I suppose, is the next series that I'll be working on. So, despite Battle Brothers having its DLC come out soon, which I am excited for and I definitely want to try out, and despite Stellaris going quite well in my recordings, people have asked, primarily on the comment section of my update video, for Realism Invictus. I say most people, I mean 2 people have commented so far, which is still more than anybody else. So if you've got, I'm gonna leave it till the end of this week before I fully commit to doing another series for the channel. I've got them backlogged. Like I said, I've got videos recorded and backlogged, but whatever the interest is in is what I'll start uploading first, because, you know, for every hour that I record, I have to spend like half an hour to an hour uploading. So I have to, and I don't have all the time in the world, so I have to kind of stagger what I'm doing. I don't want to leave my computer on for like 8 hours whilst I'm at work just uploading stuff, in case some of the uploads don't go up or whatever, or just burn through my my electricity. So yeah, but I believe Realism Invictus will be the next series that will be going up, probably before I finish Shogun 2 Master of Strategy. I've gotten quite far in Shogun 2 Master of Strategy, but again, I need to find the time to upload it. So there you have it. It's just a case of I've got a backlog, I need to get it uploaded, but I just like to spend the time. I don't know, it's like I spend so much time recording and not enough time uploading, but I feel like I'm not doing anything by just uploading, even though I am. It's that weird dichotomy between the two. But regardless, if you've been waiting for new content on the channel, there is a hell of a lot more coming when I click that upload button, which should keep you all entertained for weeks to come. I have at least, you could be watching the new videos for at least a few days of real life time. So there you go. If you need some more filler for your lunch breaks, or when you get home from school or studying or whatever, there's plenty to come, so don't you worry about that. Anyway, I think that's about all I need to say for the update for the channel. I thought I'd just do an extra channel update. Normally I wouldn't do them, say, more than once every month or 2 months, just when, you know, important releases are coming out. But given that I have this big game that I'll be commentating for the Zero AD community, gotta let you guys know in advance. Hopefully I can see a lot of you turn up on the day to watch the game. Even if you're not hugely interested in Zero AD, maybe you've seen my videos of it and you thought, that's not really my type of game. It is going to be a pro game with some of the best players in the community. So if you want to watch some of the highest level play rather than me trying to like fudge through some games with other players, might be the place to check it out. And there's also a collection of the Pro League games that they've already played and commentated for on the forums. So yeah, I will be putting a link to that thread in the description of the video in case you're interested. Okay, I think that's all I need to say. So, it's been me, Chaff Commander Coffee. Thanks for sticking around on the channel. Hope you're looking forward to this Sunday, and looking forward to the rest of the stuff that'll be coming up shortly. And until next time, or until I see you live on stream, goodbye.